Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play the Wii Screen! There's nothing important in my GameCube, trust me. We're gonna play Super Metroid again, guys. Are you guys ready? Can you believe it? We're playing this again after so long. Yeah, well, I don't believe it either. Are we gonna play the original Legend of Zelda? No. A wee bit too hard. Oh, God! Way too hard! Just right. But not quite. And, of course, this I've played already, so that leaves one game. One game for me to play. It's an odd game out. Super Mario Bros. 3. Let's play, everybody. What can I say about Mario 3, besides the fact that it is probably the most famous NES game of all time, one of the best-selling, besides the original Mario Brothers, which was a pack-in game, so I don't count that. But oh my god, is this like one of the most improved sequels of all time. Mario and Luigi screwing around, and of course, Luigi doesn't win, Mario just screws himself. So let's play! Oh yeah, retro. Hang on a second, I'm gonna turn this up. Turn this up so I can hear the... This is one of the best soundtracks of the NES as well. So much soul and, you know, personality given to every area, but let's just stop screwing around and play. We start with Goombas. Coin blocks. We've seen all this before. Of course, the colored platforms are a little bit wonky. We can go behind. Ah! I was about to say we can go behind the platforms that are white, but of course that ended up screwing me. But yeah, there's two planes of existence in this game. And yeah, I'm not doing well at all to start off with. It's been a long time since I played this game, but I'm not going to be going through it like with save states or any crap like that. You don't need it for this game. I mean, I could see maybe somebody using save states for Zelda 2, but not this game. Or, you know, the Lost Levels, Super Mario Bros., the original Mario 2, or something like that. Just not this game. I'm not really sure how I'm going to go through this game, guys. Oh, for God's sake. I'm definitely not going to go through using, you know, whistles or anything like that to skip around. I'm just going to enjoy the game, play through it, and have a grand old time. This is one of my favorite songs from the soundtrack. Such a cheery... Oh, there's just so much that I could say about this game. I mean, all of the soundtrack. The only thing that I could say that it doesn't have is the iconic Mario theme, but besides that, it has everything you could want. It introduced so many iconic tracks. Has all the secret passageways you could want. I mean, you can go through this game a dozen times and play through it completely differently. Just on the principle that you don't have to go through every stage in a level. I mean, you can if you're OCD, which is a term that I've used a lot, but it's, well, it's warranted for people like me. I mean, Mario can slide. I mean, every area has a little bit of personality to it. There's gradients on the ground, sometimes in the background. They definitely put a lot more heart and soul into this game than they did the first Mario game. And of course, we have the cards that we get at the end of every level. I mean, if you haven't seen this game, where were you, like, for the majority, the first 5 years of the 90s, I guess, in America? Because even after the Super Nintendo came out, this game was the shit. I mean, every friend I had this game. Everybody I knew who had an NES had this game. I mean, some people who got an NES used or something like that, they may not have had the first Mario game, but they had this game. It was just so much you could do because of all the power-ups, and of course I have the Raccoon Feather, which was introduced in this game. Iconic power-up, which of course evolved into the cape in Super Mario World, which I may play, may not, I don't know yet. But, oh. And of course I could go through the secret Toad House passageway. But I have no interest in that. I have just interest in getting a whole bunch of 1-ups. 5-up. Oh. And I'm not going to go through every level in the game. I'm just going to make as quick a path to Darkland and Bowser as humanly possible without using whistles, because that's stupid. And yeah, I got a Fire Flower. I almost always get a mushroom here. And it's like, why do I want a mushroom? I don't. But in case you haven't played this game, you have an inventory system just by pressing the... Well, it's the 1 button on the Wiimote, but I don't know what the hell it would be, and I think it's the B button in the NES remote. I don't know. I'll go for some... And of course I screwed that up. Naturally. Our first fortress. These were the ultimate areas in the first Mario game, but now they've been sort of demoted. They're certainly very lethal, and I don't want that. If it's a choice between a Fire Flower and a freaking Raccoon Tail, you keep the Raccoon Tail. Flying is much better than firepower in an area like this. Dry Bones. Yeah, they certainly had a lot more... I mean, the most creative enemy that they had in the first Mario game was probably either the Buzzy Beetles or the the Hammer Brothers. But in this game, they have a whole bunch of like different takes on Goombas. They have the Dry Bones. I mean, this wasn't the first game to introduce Boos, was it? Wait, I think it was. And of course, we have the... What is it? Boom Boom Turtle. That's a boss in every fortress. Oh, I can play through this game live and love it, because it's a slow enough pace that, you know, you can enjoy it. Not quite the case with Sonic, or at least modern Sonic games, but... I mean, different passageways that you can find. I mean, I never knew about this when I was a kid. And now that I know it sounds like really pathetic that I didn't know about it, but I didn't. A little bit of... upwards. No! I want my 1-up! I mean, you can get 1-ups from coins, you can get them from your cards at the end of levels, you can get them from finding them in secret boxes. There is no reason to run out of lives in this game, and I have seen so many people try and let's play this game and have like dozens of save states. You don't need it to enjoy a game like this, guys. There is no reason that you should run out of lives or that you're so stumped by a Mario 3 level. I mean, I've seen it on Retsupre dozens of times. But speaking of Hammer Brothers, they can sometimes show up around various maps. And of course the map that we're in now is the Grassland. It's the first land in the game. Pretty basic. Grassy. It's all part of the Mushroom Kingdom. Wow. And I think the cards that you find basically give you, for example, that should have given me a Fire Flower. Indeed it did. Like, you turn over a card, it has 20 coins on it, you get 20 coins. You get 2 matching Fire Flowers, you get a Fire Flower. Pretty self-explanatory. But the last level, before the castle... Damn it! I lost my feather, or, yeah, my Raccoon Tail, but I get it right back. And I don't quite... There's so many drug use references that so many people have made all the time when it comes to this game. I mean, there's the fact that, you know, Mario gets bigger from mushrooms, he gets a tail from a leaf. There is a lot of evidence to believe that this game has its roots in drug use, and I'm not gonna go one way or the other. it's too easy to, you know, poke fun at the game for it. It's just a fun little experience. We loved Mario when we were kids. Sonic may have been cooler, but Mario was the original. That's just my opinion. Let's see what we can get from the Toad House. Ah, mushroom. I should have known. Oh well. I also liked how this game introduced the getting hit doesn't automatically take you down to your lowest state. I mean, you can still get you can still inherit your Super Mario form that you get from a mushroom. But the gimmick of all these worlds is that it's not fortresses that are the final levels of them, it is doom ships. I think they're doom ships. I only remember this terminology because of the very laughably bad Super Mario 3 cartoon that we all watched as kids. Yeah, I think these are called doom ships. Everything on these places wants to freaking kill you. There's bullet bills everywhere, there's cannonballs, there's sometimes bombs around, there's rocky wrenches. They are out for blood this time around, and it's not just, you know, you beat Bowser and our princess is in another castle. No, not so this time around. We got the Koopa kids, the Koopalings. This is, God, I don't know. This isn't Iggy Koopa, is it? No, he's the first one in freaking... I couldn't tell you what any of these ones are besides, you know, Morton Koopa, Ludwig von Koopa, Wendy O. Koopa, Roy Koopa. That's about it. But they're all easy. I mean, this game is not challenging. Definitely don't need save states on it. I don't care what anybody tells you. You don't. Oh, thank heavens. He's back to his old self again. And he has a letter from the princess. The princess has not been kidnapped. Mario's just going around restoring all the mischief that the Koopalings have caused. And we get a P-Wing. A P-Wing is basically an infinite... well, you see... For, again, all two of you that haven't played this game, the P meter basically is your run meter. It tests, it shows how much momentum you have, and once it's filled, if you have a wing or a raccoon tail, you can fly with it for as long as it's up to the P. Now the P-Wing basically means that you can fly the whole damn level. It's a really great way to cheese through, you know, any outdoors level. You can't really abuse it in a cave level, but here we are in Desert Land. And you can get some really, really good bonuses from constantly... You know, like I got a 2,000 bonus there. I would have much preferred to keep my raccoon tail, but whatever. Here's a hint. The Starman is worthless in this game. I cannot tell you how short this is. Of course I can tell you. I showed you how short it is. Ah, this is one of the games that... I think the Lost Levels, Mario 2 was the first level, or the first game to actually introduce them, but this is one of those games that introduces, you know, one of those invisible blocks that freaking hackers always love doing. And I got 2-star cards, 2-star bonuses in a row. 10 up. I might hit the life ceiling before I ever actually die. Here's a hint, that won't happen. If I don't die during Desert Land, I'll definitely die during Sea Land, or the ocean, or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I never, ever, ever, like once in a blue moon, will I ever actually complete those puzzles. This game has so much personality. I mean, the skies can vary in different colors. They have Cheep Cheeps, of course. The Koopas have a little bit more personality than they did in the first Mario game. This is just like I said, the most improved sequel in the history of gaming, I think. I mean, the original Mario Brothers was a great game. Mario 2 was sadistically hard. I'm speaking, of course, of the Japanese version. Doki Doki Panic, it was okay. But this was the shit. And I'm running short on time, so I think I will close this episode out with the second fortress, which introduced Thwomps. Thwomp! Oh no! And here we have the Boos. I think this was the first game in the Mario series to introduce the Boos. I know it was the first game to introduce Tri-Bones, but this was a first for many, many outings in the Mario series. First time you ever flew, all that kind of stuff. So much you can enjoy as a Mario fan in this game. I mean, if you like the Mario series, chances are you've played this game. If you haven't played this game and you're a Mario fan, where the hell have you been? That's all I have to say. And of course, the Boos don't actually attack you or lunge towards you if you're facing them, because they're shy. They're ghosts that have stage fright. Boom Booms are like the easiest things that you'll ever find in a fortress. Even easier than the very first fortress in the game. But, like, every time you destroy a fortress, a lock in the level will end up leaving, and then you can take a shortcut through, which is usually a redundant shortcut, but sometimes it can help. And we'll try this one more time. Wrong. Wrong. I'm nowhere near as good at these as, you know, like Nintendo Capri Sun or other people who've played through this game are. But I don't need to be. I can play through this game at my own leisure pace and still rule at it. So I will see you guys next time on the next episode of Let's Play Super Mario Bros. 3, where we will probably finish off Desert Land and go to Waterland or the sea or whatever the hell it's called. Have a good day, everybody.